Now, another problem with some of the transgender men who want to become women, right, is you forget you were born a man, right? See, part of the transgendered identity is you admit that, right? You don't go after a heterosexual male who wants a woman because he gonna want a baby. see. Two. Now, you can't go to the doctor because you're a man and can't get pregnant. And him not wonder, well, what the hell's wrong, right? If I already got a son, you know, because I know I can make babies. Right, Maribel? Something going on with you, crazy girl. Now, when you call me up 3 years later telling me you had a son but miscarried with him, right? That's weird. And yet you show me a picture and the boy could pass as our child, right? But he's not our child, huh? Right? He's not our son, right? You crazy girl. You had something, right? And I told my shipmates that too. Some of them do the operation so well you can't tell, right? But that's their doctor, that's their surgeon. Know what I mean? Right? But I'm gonna want a baby. I'm gonna keep asking for a baby. That's gonna keep her away too. If she's really a he. See, I'm not mad that you're transgender. I want a woman. I understand. You're not what I want. Even if you look like a duck, you're not a duck yet, right? You still got that little Y chromosome inside you, right? Nothing personal. Right. I'm still your ally. I don't mind you wanting to feel that way, right? But you gotta respect my right to want a real one. Right. See? But like I told you, what if you are transgender, right? And you still got it, I'll find out, right? And then I'll stop. See? I know some Asian girls are boy girls, right? I've heard of that. But some are actually true hermaphrodites. Not all. And like I told you about Kelly, she's the one acting like I'm into her when I never said I wasn't, but I also respected she was married, right? She's not respecting her marriage if she's that worried about me eating out at a restaurant, is she? No. It's her obsession with me. Pretending is about her. When she just looks like a girl I dreamed of, and I've told her that too, right? Just like we're married up. You look like something I dreamed of. But is it a warning or are you just trying to step into a role you're not supposed to play either? Right? There's one girl in the dream, by the way. Exactly. And I'm taught to find the one girl who's the dream girl or the reality girl. Both of. But it wasn't Maribel. It ain't you, Michelle. I don't know her personally, right? See, when I go to the store and I eat and I leave, right? I can do it quicker with Michelle, right? Than anyone else too, right? Because see, reason being is I'm not after her, period. I'm not after no one, period. But if you go around spreading rumors I'm trying to date everyone in the store when I'm single and can date any one girl at a time, right? You're not totally wrong, but you're also not totally right. I don't know her race, I don't know her gender, and I don't know her name. And when I ask you yours, that's why. I didn't know it. When I ask you your age, why? I didn't know it. When you told me you were 37, why would I believe you? Because those Asian girls look young into their 30s, right, or 40s. You can't sometimes tell a teenage Asian girl from a 50-year-old Asian girl, right? You just got it like that. That's why you ask if you don't know. You gotta get it, right? You wanted more than you let on. Too. You wanted to try it, right? But you also don't want me to know what we did, right? See, you controlled it all, right? And you're old enough to be charged as an adult for attempted murder, right? You understand? Right. That's worse than seducing me and lying about your age. That's not the problem, even if you did, right? It's that I'm not sure I can say what all you did. And I'm a big dude, so you can't just take me out with a normal weapon. You would have to shoot me with a gun, right? And shooting me with a gun, even if I survive it, is attempted murder, right? See. Jesus helped me heal like Wolverine, right? And I've been saying that to him. Why? You're tempting me finding a wife. You already had one. You're fucking with your relationship with her. I'm just going to the bathroom as any customer who might have to bike ride to even go to your store, dummy, right? From his home, right? Unless I'm visiting my grandma and just walk down there, but it's not that far from where she used to live, right? Either. Never was. And when I had a car, I could get there too, right? But again, sir, you can't pretend you're not tempting your own wife if you are. It's your fault as well. Most women stay faithful if their husbands do them right. But if you're not, I'm not trying to step in, right? But she can seduce me, right? But the thing is, I don't know if she did, right? Either. And I would try to, work it out with her. And don't know we did, right? But you can't shoot her if you shot me, right? If you murder her and she dies, it's murder and you go away for life. You know that too. But attempted murder still has a felony rap. I know it does. You're not to push your wife into my arms when I'm a single male and like Asian girls, right? That's crazy too, right? See, adultery takes two to tango, right? But it also means the husband ain't doing his job as the husband, right? And there's something wrong in the relationship if she's doing it, right? With you, right? Now, the thing is, she's neither my wife nor yours, right? You're putting her between two men, two lovers. A husband and a boyfriend, right? That's crazy too, but she knows, right, more than I do about it, right? That's why I'm cautionary, right? I'm not trying to fuck her. But she can meet, right? Make love to me, right? And I don't know what to do if she wanted to, right? I wouldn't tell her no, I wouldn't tell her yes, right? See? That's on the husband, right? Now, most women, though, if you treat them right, stay faithful. Stay faithful. Some, even if you treat them wrong. Some you can't get rid of. That's right. And how do I know? Ooh, Black Pete. likey all the time. Likey all the time. But you can't change what I like, right? It's an Asian moment, right? If you give me one and quit messing with it, it would have done been over by now, right? The single, right? Boyfriends don't count, right? Fiancés don't count. Sometimes husbands. If you're not doing it right, no, she don't want you anymore. And I am more positive like in the movie. Her husband that was Japanese. But I'm not Japanese. I'm mixed. So if I got her pregnant, who knows what will turn up. If I didn't have sex with her, I can't say I did either. But the problem is the nail salon ain't a restaurant. Right. I can take an hour to eat in a restaurant. I guess. Right. But she's the one acting weird about me coming out every day. Not me. I never said I didn't like Asian food. I never said I didn't like being around Asian women, even if I don't have sex with them. But then what you're doing is saying, why wasn't my girlfriend? Was she? Or why didn't want to marry me? Did she? I like her, and I think she knew it, right? And I don't think she had a problem with me. I think he did, the owner, the jackass, right? Didn't want his sister-in-law dating a man who's a customer, right? It's not a whorehouse when you have a girlfriend who works in a restaurant, right? Even if we had sex in it. The thing is, though, I'm not going there to have the sex, right? I'm going there to eat the food, not the women all the time. But I have eaten a few women, right? But I admit it, right, is what I want the most. But anyone who's Asian looking, even Doja Cat, like I said, right, I wouldn't turn down either, but I'm not a hound dog, right? Either, right? I'm not after a million women, I'm trying to find the one, right? Now, I don't know Doja Cat either, right? I don't think that of her. Or Megan Thee Stallion, or Nicki Minaj, or Cardi B. But none of those women wouldn't be off my list, right? You know what I mean? It's attractive enough that I'd be interested, right? But I don't cheat on them. But I also don't know I'm with them, right, to cheat on them, right? So technically I'm not cheating on anyone knowing me, at all. Even if I was with a few of them at some point, right? I don't recall, I know, for some reason, right? And see, it's a walk from the bathroom back to your chair. That's the only time someone can shoot me in the back of the head, and I keep walking and sit back down anyway, right? Only Wolverine can do that, right? I don't know. But it's also, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even hear the gunshot, I know. See, that part would be healed, right? Even if he shot me through the head, right? I'm finding holes in my head that can only be a gunshot wound, right? But it's also healing. Strange, right? Now, if I'm making love to Lisa against the back of the thing, there's only one man who could have shot me, right? Her dad, in the woods. I know. But I don't remember going in, but it don't mean I didn't go in, right? Right, I just don't remember going in, right? Maybe. But I could have went in and could have went in, right? You can do it standing up too, right? But see, he is cute. You're lying. I don't think I'm ugly. Not saying I'm a demigod, right? Or was made a god, right? By myself, right? Without God, right? Now, some get the demigod state of mind, or the Hercules state of mind, or the Zeus state of mind, right? That's a little bit what, right? But see, if you think the chief god is sucked up, it's not the chief god, right? It's the second in command. Right. He's close to God. But he's not God. But if the second in command is messed up, he can mess up every two out of every 1 out of 3, right? Why is that, right? Well, reproduction works, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. All of them can reproduce too. You're the son of the sailor, right? Well, some of you are the son of Satan, right? Don't even know, right? Right. But the thing is, God ain't our problem. The devil is himself by his own merits, right? By his own mistakes, right? By his own condemnation of us and himself, right? That's what you won't get, right? But no man with a heartbeat who likes women would tell any attractive woman, Doja Cat or not, no. Though we're not horn dogs, we just trying to find somebody, right? And sometimes can't ourselves, right? See, it's hard to date in the billion population alone, 7 billion, right? There are too many fish in the sea, right? Right, and we all gotta pick and choose, right? Those around us usually too. Well, I'm still around Scarlett Johansson, but she's not supposed to come around me, right? Not saying she did either, right? You don't talk about that, right? Whether she does it or not, right? But I really don't know, right? So I don't assume she did either, right? I keep explaining something to you, right? Fantasy has to have a line drawn, right? Even her husband, Colin, right? You know, lucky man he is, right? Has to treat that right? If he makes her too mad, she can leave him too, right? That's the problem, But if she's happy, she's happy. And as a fan, I don't want her to be harmed, right? I want her happy with Colin, right? Not that I'm gay, not that I don't have somewhat interest, but I know she's with someone else. So that's how you make peace with a married person, right? I don't know you're married, right? Or not, right? Really. But if you are with someone, I accept that, right? Now, you can tempt me, but you gotta be the aggressor. I'm not the aggressor either, right? You gotta come to me, right? I'm not saying you did either, right? All I recall is going to the bathroom, and sometimes if I'm doing number 2, I'm in there about 5 minutes, right? Number 1 don't take as long. But if I'm coming from home, right, and I had breakfast and your lunch, might need to go number 2, right? Not whacking the wacky weed in the store. Don't do that either, right? You do that where? At home, in your bedroom, or in your bathroom. Those are the rules for it. And I play by the rules. Even when you don't want to, right? And I know I'm better off getting myself off than having sex or raping someone, right? That's why I try to make sure I tell any girl, even if I surprise them, you can say no at any time and I'll stop, right? But then you're consenting, right? And that's no longer rape, right? You can't cry rape if you say yes, right? If I offer you a way out and you go with the sex, right? You're still supposed to do the sex and fix the TV, Comcast girl. You did one of the two. But unless a third party blackmail, right? And I don't think so. So then you turned again, making love into attempted murder. 2. Because you're messed up in your Christianity. A lot of people are. But that's the Black Widow defense, right? Yeah. The Black Widow makes and knocks out her husband or kills her husband. That's crazy. And taking sex too far, right? But if you are getting pregnant, it's not because of the sex wasn't good. It's not because the sex wasn't consensual, right? It's because you changed your mind just that quick, and that spark turned into hatred, right? I know the rules too, right? And consensual sex does not usually lead to attempted murder, right? Of the person you just had sex with. Now, of course, like I told you before, could the ladies themselves have attempted me, right? And then tried to black me out themselves? Maybe, right? Depends on how long I've been to the bathroom, right? If it's 5 minutes, that's normal. Doing number 2 too, right? One takes a little longer for everybody. One's quicker. Number 1's quicker. Number 2 could involve number 1. Well, that's called number 2. 2. But one takes a little longer, right? And is to be expected. Now, if he's telling you I'm going in there and masturbating to you, he's lying, right? Not, right? Might masturbate to you again at home, right? But that's to control myself, right? Around you, right? Right. Let's get real now. Let's get real now. But it doesn't say that, right? No, it don't, or you're going gay. It don't say you can't have the desire of a married woman, right? Lust goes beyond desire, right? For a woman, right? Lust is something different there, right? What Jesus is saying, right, is you're contemplating actual sexual intercourse with a married woman, right? Desiring a married woman, you can stifle. Lust, you keep feeding it, right? See, when I masturbate to a married woman, that's stifling, right? Even if she's trying to seduce me, right, in the meantime, right? Because she's been with her husband, right? And he keeps telling her I'm masturbating to her, right? He's not 100% wrong, right? But that also ain't their business if they're supposed to be happily married, right? Men are attracted to sometimes the same general looking woman, right? It's not about a married woman if she's married for me, right? And, I respect her marriage, right? But if he's doing her wrong and she's committing fornication with you, right, it's cause of him too, right? That is cause for a divorce. She can divorce him if she wants. And if she don't, I still won't force her like with Kelly or Mary or whatever's going on, right? I just don't know, right? Anything. Right? I'm either being victimized because I keep going out and she keeps acting weird about it and I don't know why. And we ain't got to say what's going on if we know what's going on, or she knows more about it than I do, right? But it went on for 3 years. Even when she wasn't working, I went out there, right? Why? I don't know. What am I showing her? You like Chinese. I eat Chinese food. She won't accept, in her own mind, right, that I can live without her. I don't necessarily want to live without an Asian girl. But if she's married, I'm trying to treat her like she's off limits, right? You understand, right? Now, boyfriend still is somewhat committed. Fiance, still somewhat committed. Husband, you're both supposed to be committed equally. It's supposed to be 50-50 to be 100%, you understand? You're two halves of the whole. You're yin and yang, right? Without one another, you're not complete, right? It's always been it, right? In Christianity, in Judaism, in Buddhism, right? In Taoism, whatever, right? In Hinduism, right? The male and the female hook up. The female encircles the male when he goes inside of her, right? There are two holes, top and bottom. One makes the baby, one's empty. One's the bottomless pit. On her too. Right. One don't produce children, one's just sex, right? Only one hole produces children. I don't know what's going on with any married people. And if you're married, I stay here. Any woman who has a problem in her marriage, right, with her husband, either needs to make the problem known, right, to the husband first, right? If he won't hear it, right, you need to either commit or divorce, right? If he wants children or you want children or he don't, right? And he's not telling you that like he does, right? The problem with that situation is if he's getting the bottom hole instead of the top hole and don't realize it or is blind to it, it's not intentional. On his part either, right? But if he thinks he knows and he's wrong, right? She knows he's wrong, right? But he won't admit it out of pride, right? Pride, people, goeth before destruction, right? And a haughty spirit before a fall. He's being haughty, prideful, and won't admit he's wrong, right? Whoever I'm talking about. I've talked about a lot of people over here. I'm shit happy. But there are reasons, right? Something ain't hooking up right. You're not making her feel safe or feel good, right? Even. Even that could be a reason a woman will leave you. You're not doing it right. You're doing it in the right hole, but you're still not doing it right. You can do it wrong and not feel good at all. Right? And that's wrong too. Right? Song about the blah 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 blah. I mean, it's pretty powerful. But I got the words there. But the thing is, I'm trying to educate not just you, but myself. Right? I'm trying to protect myself, right, from an adulterous woman too, right? Because they can be just as deadly as their husband, right? But I'm trying to be her friend, right? Okay? I'm trying to show her I understand you're married. Right? I'm just trying to eat a little Asian food, right? Chinese, New York Asian food. Made by a Jewish man. Even pork. It ain't about you. Now, you could easily seduce me, black me out, and I not remember, right? But I don't assume we did anything either. That makes what's called a perfect catch-22, right? Mm-hmm. But why do you not, right? If I start eating up there, right? And it's right down the road, right? And it's a restaurant where you can sit, dine in, eat what you want, even from